I was still living in the same house as my ex-wife when I started dating someone else. Divorce was filed, the marriage was over, but same roof every day. And I want to be honest with you about that period actually and what it looked like, because I was not handling it well at all. I was drinking a lot, coming home to that house every night, to that tension, to that silence, and just numbing it. The alcohol made it bearable, or at least I thought it did. And then I walked into a grocery store. I kept going through the same checkout line because there was this beautiful woman working the register. We talked, we laughed, it got flirty, and eventually we started dating. I told myself it was fine. She knew my situation. I was upfront about it. What I didn't tell myself is I couldn't see through the fog I was living in. What I wasn't looking for was another relationship. I was looking for another painkiller, and now I had two. Here's what that combination looked like from the inside. A few drinks in, a few drinks out with someone new, laughing, making me feel wanted for just a few hours. I felt almost like myself again, almost normal, almost okay. And then I'd go home, back to the same house, back to the same tension, back to the same reality that I hadn't dealt with at all. Because that's the thing about numbing. It doesn't move you forward. It just suspends you. You're not healing. You're not processing. You're stacking escapes on top of each other instead of facing one hard thing. And the whole time, the wreckage is building underneath you. Then the bottom fell out. My ex-wife found out. Suddenly, she wanted to fix the marriage. And not because she meant it, but because now there was something else to use against me, something to react to. And it went around town, and then my kids found out. And I want you to sit with that for a second. My kids finding out their dad was dating someone while still living in the same house as their mother. That's a weight I put on them. I did that, not the divorce, me, my decision, and I had to tell you honestly, I didn't get better after that. The drinking got worse. The spiral, it got worse. Everything I'd been numbing came crashing all in at once, and I wasn't equipped to handle any of it because I'd spent months making sure I never had to. That's what moving on too soon actually costs you. Not just drama, not just embarrassment. It costs you the time you should have spent building yourself back up. And now you're starting from even a deeper hole. Here's what I know now that I wish I had known then. The desperate need you feel for warmth, for connection, for someone to make you feel like yourself again, that's real. But it's your wound making that decision, not you. And when your wound is driving, especially when you're medicating that wound with alcohol, you will wreck things you didn't even mean to get wrecked. The woman from the grocery store and I never worked out as a couple. We're actually still friends today, and I'm grateful for that, but the damage to everything around me was real, and it lasted for longer than just a few hours, and feeling okay than I ever did. Moving on too soon felt like relief. It was actually just pain I was borrowing against, and eventually that debt came due. Sit with it, let yourself be a mess. Go through it, not around it. Because the guys who drink through it, who date through it, who numb through it, they just end up back at square one with more wreckage behind them. I know, I was one of them. I'm Downtown Dan, and I share my real life experiences through divorce and grief, so you know you're not alone in this. Subscribe and come along for the journey.